So welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do another kind of like pictorial. So the one that I picked today is actually from Instagram, and I will leave her name and kind of like whatever else in the description that would be needed for that. But yeah, I really wanted to do a look with the volume 2 of the Jaclyn Hill palette because I do really love like the color scheme. And so kind of something similar that I wanted to do, I was just going to change it up just a little bit. She used Flawed and Odd as kind of that middle shade for the halo, and I'm actually going to put a little bit of the Talia shade on top. But besides that, we are just going to get into it and see how this one looks. Okay, so it looks like the first shade she went into is Grateful, which is that nice brown shade here. It's kind of like a brownish orange. And I think I'm going to use this new brush set that I got from Sugar Rush. It's Tarte. I got it in one of my Ipsy bags. Kind of wanted to try out the brushes, so we'll see how this goes. Well, it feels like a little pencil. That's interesting. Anyway, let's go into the shade Grateful. And I already have my lids primed with just some regular eyeshadow that I like, or not eyeshadow, concealer that I like to use. And I am just going a bit heavier than what she did in her photo, just because my eye shape obviously is a little bit different. So she did a very, very light dusting of this shade, and I want a more intense look today. I don't want it to just kind of look plain, I guess, so. I zoomed in just a little bit more, that way you guys could see it a little bit better. Alright, and so then it looks like she took the Stay True shade and put it on the outer and inner corners. Okay, so I have it pretty dark, which is what I like. I like more intense, so. But I think I'm going to go actually a little bit in with the shade probably Feeling Myself, which is that orange. So this is a little different than the Pictorial, but I want to blend this out a little bit more and make it just a little bit like a warmer pink. And that's what I kind of like about these like pictorials, because if you don't like a certain aspect of it, you can always change it up a little. You don't have to just be like strictly whatever they use, because I mean, I want it to be an orangey pink and just have it more blown out and less just on the lid. Okay, so yeah, I like that little bit of orange there. I think it kind of makes it tie in a little bit better together. And now she took the shade Flawed and Odd and put it in the middle, but then she also used the shade Oh Hello and made the outsides darker. So I'm actually going to use the shade Oh Hello first and then put the shade Flawed and Odd on, because I like to deepen out everything beforehand and then go back over it, but I want the outsides to be dark first before doing that. Okay, and then I'm going to take this brush. I wonder if these are all different. Oh yeah, this one says Write Your Stories, so that's the name of this specific brush, and the other brush was Goal Getter. Interesting. Anyway, we're going to take a little bit of Flawed and Odd, and I am going to wet my brush before putting it on my lid. Okay, and now that Flawed and Odd is on my eyes, I do really like it, but I do still want a little bit of sparkle on top. So I'm just going to try to take a little bit on my brush of Talia and get some of that gold on here. Just that gold glitter effect, and just kind of stamp it on top to see if that's what I'm trying to go for. Alright, yeah, that's definitely more of what I was looking for with the shine. So I'm just going to take the Goal Getter brush, just kind of blend that out on where it is on here. Take a little bit of more Oh Hello and blend that in, just barely. And according to the pictorial, it says we are done. All she did was put, it looks like some of the shade Oh Hello here on the bottom, but I want to do just, I don't want to do a wing liner today, but I do at least want to put a black line on my eye. So we're actually going to take the shade Temptress, which is just the black, and we are just going to take a little bit with an angled brush and put that on to kind of blend that out. Okay, I'm going to take the last little brush that's in the set because I think they're cute and I want to use all of them. This is the brush called Stay Sharp. And we are just going to do what the pictorial says, take a little bit of that Oh Hello shade on it and put it right on the bottom lash line. Okay, and it doesn't look like they used like a highlighter or anything for the inner corner of the brow bone, but I'm going to do one. So just take any kind of like gold highlighter that you have, even like a champagne color, I think would go really nice with this look. What I'm going to use for my highlight is this Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlight that I have that I am trying to use up during this year, which I did a Project Pan update. If you want to see that, I will link it in the corner here in one of the cards. But yeah, just put some in the inner corners and on the upper brow bone, and I think that'll make everything look a little bit more put together. Alright, and now all we need is mascara, so I will be right back when that's on. Okay, so that's what this looks like. I will put like the picture up again so you can kind of compare. I did change it just a little bit. Like obviously her picture is not as intense, but I wouldn't wear something like that. If I'm going to use color, I want it to be more bold. So I did deepen up the colors a little bit, put on a little highlight, you know, just kind of change it up a little bit, especially with like the steps. I think it came out pretty good. Put a little black line on top, kind of line your eyes and things like that. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, obviously I hope you keep watching whatever I'm doing. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.